Hello and welcome to the review of the front-end split's impact on a budget inquiry table. This video will utilize cost structure elements created and modified in the previous cost accounting setup transaction and cost accounting modification transaction video tutorials. We will be demonstrating this process in one of our test environments, and the screen has been zoomed in for optimal viewing. Notice that we are on the AZ360 homepage and the Grants and Cost Accounting business role has been selected in the top right of the screen. In our training scenario, now that a general accounting expense transaction or GACS has been finalized, its impact on the front-end split on the budgets will be observed to ensure that they posted correctly. We will navigate to the reimbursable grant funding line, BQ39LV2 Inquiry Table, to view the impact of the GACS transaction on the reimbursement budget. Okay, let's get started. To navigate to the BQ39LV2, we will utilize the Global Search menu. We will click the Expand caret and ensure that page code has been selected. In the global search field, we will enter BQ39LV2 and we'll select the BQ39LV2 funding line option that generates. The page will open. In the department field, we will enter our department 3-digit code, in this case ADA. The major program we will enter is CDCMP, and the funding profile we will enter is CDC ELIG2. Go ahead and click Apply. Okay, note that two budget lines display in the summary grid after applying the search filters. One line is for funding line 1, the federal funding line on this cost structure, and the other line is for funding line 2, the state-funded line. Okay, with funding line 1 selected, we will scroll all the way to the right, and in this video we will be discussing the accrued expenses and available balance fields. Okay, notice that there is a $750 balance in the accrued expenses for funding line 1, the federal funding line. Also note that for funding line 2, there is a $250 balance for the state-funded line in the accrued expenses field. Note that the available balance field reflects the original awarded budget of $400,000, of which $300,000 is provided by the federal grantor and $100,000 is the state-provided portion, and that would be minus any encumbrances, accrued expenses, cash expenses, or charges. In this scenario, the only payments made against this cost structure was the GACS that was finalized in the previous tutorial video. As a result, the available balance on the federal grantor budget line is $299,250, which is $300,000 minus the $750 payment, and the available balance on the state line is $99,750, which is $100,000 minus the $250 payment. Okay, next on the funding line 1 accrued expense field, we will click the blue hyperlink. Okay. Clicking this hyperlink will open a detailed transaction listing of the accrued expenses impacting the budget line. In this case, the only transaction is the GACS that was processed in the previous example. If you click the transaction identifier link, that will open the GACS in question that was processed in the earlier video. Okay. Go ahead and click Close to return back to the detailed transaction listing page, and click back to return to the BQ39LV2 page. Clicking the home icon will take you back to the home page, and we have completed the review of the front-end split's impact on a budget inquiry table. Close this window to return to the CBT.